Hey guys, Caleb with Black Pearl Media. Thanks for stopping by today. And in today's episode, I'm going to be dropping off the Z at my fabricators, which is super exciting. I'm stoked about getting it over there. We're going to take a look at what we're going to be doing and kind of discuss the game plan. And then I'm leaving it with him. He's going to work his magic and we're going to go from there. So with that being said, let's head on over there. Couldn't remember if it was A8 or A9.
It's the same.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
Nice. How you doing?
Not too bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, no work.
Nice.
That's alright.
I see.
All the shop's full.
Well, that's good.
Hopefully, one of these cars will be out by the end of the week. Probably, I'm hoping Kane down.
Well, I'm not doing anything for 2 months, so we'll be all right. Is that a K? Is this K swapped?
Yeah.
Whoa. I've seen them online, never in person. And what are they doing? What are you doing for him? Oh, you said a full swap for him or what?
No, building the turbo manifold and then the
Oh,
downpipe.
okay.
And then he's going to figure out what he wants to do intercooler wise and probably charge pipes down the road.
Okay. Very cool. Are you looking to use this as an opportunity to design something for like K swaps? Because I know they're popular, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many people that are going to be looking to make 600 horsepower on a Miata.
True.
Like the K swap is already so expensive.
Yeah.
And then you start like, you know how turbo stuff goes.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at Miata stuff too. So it's like not only is it just the K swap, you're going to need the BMW trans because.
Right. Is that what they use? I didn't know it was BMW.
Yeah. So you can either use the bolt up the K to the Miata trans.
Yep.
Or.
I feel like that's too much power for, like, that's a lot of hassle for a not that strong of a transmission.
Not a very strong transmission
Right.
at all. And then, yeah, they have the BMW swap.
Uh-huh.
It's, two different adapter plates.
Yeah.
And you get more options gearing wise because it's the same. You can use any transmission from E30 to E46. It's all
wow.
the same bolt pattern.
Oh, no kidding.
Just tail shaft and some shifter adjustments. But they don't feel good.
No.
And you don't have good gearing options either.
Yeah. Jeez. What would you do if it was your build?
How much money are you giving me?
Unlimited. Like what prefer? Well, let's say a reasonable budget. Let's say like 10 grand for the swap. I don't know how much the K is.
Okay.
To be fair, I don't know how much the K swap is.
So if I had to put a transmission in my car,
Yeah.
I had an unlimited budget.
Yeah.
Quake makes a bolt-in sequential dog box.
Oh, that's the one you shared in the. Yeah, that's the one that was like what, 7 grand or whatever.
$11,000.
Oh, good lord.
Plus shipping from England.
Yeah.
But if I could have any transmission, it would be that one.
Yeah.
They don't even hold that much power. They only
Really? Just because it's sequential and it's cool.
They hold 500, which isn't.
Well, that's respectable.
Not bad.
That's respectable.
Some people do T56, which I think is the move.
Yeah.
And then they have the BMW swap, but
Yeah.
I don't like those BMW transmissions.
What is the transmission out of? Like the Z3 and like all that, or what?
Yeah, you can do any 3 series, basically.
Very cool.
Yeah, so you have like the E35 speeds, E36 5 and 6 speeds. Because it's BMW, they just didn't change. It's like, let's make all the backs of our engines the same.
Right, yeah, so that we can switch it out, which is a smart move, honestly, like, especially for like the consumer, if he wants to make a change, it makes things a little bit easier, more options. So, you want to see some spoolie parts I got?
Okay.
Yeah. We got the 62, came in, it's looking nice. So she's looking real good. The flange is in here and most of the other hardware. This is all V-banded. So that's all ready to go. I got the scavenge pump and the wastegate here. So tile wastegate. And so pretty much the game plan that we have so far is once you plumb everything up, we're probably not going to be like, we're not going to have you do everything, you know, just plumb it up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get it back to my buddy's shop and then figure out all the odds and ends. Like, what fittings do we need? What, you know.
That's ideal. I can help you out with some of the fittings. I know you have. Did you put the spacer plate?
I did, yeah. Yes,
drain?
yeah, I did. Okay. You'll see it when you get under there. You'll see it. There's an inlet and an outlet, and we're not sure if we're going to use the inlet yet. We have to see how it runs. Like, once we hook up the scavenge pump and see how well it's running, we got to figure out if we need to tap the upper pan or just leave it right where it is. It could be fine the way it is, but we want to make sure, because these pumps, although they're popular, they're quiet. And the one model I've seen, because all the videos I see, people run them all the time because they're quiet scavenge pumps. A lot of pumps are really loud, like really loud, which I don't really care. But the only one that I saw was one called the Spartan model, and this is not a Spartan, and I believe the Spartan is smaller. And when he ran it ran the oil fine, but it was like blah, 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 like it wasn't very super strong, you know. And the noisy one was strong. Now this is their bigger model. It's like the 300 something. I don't know.
It's not like there's a ton of oil in that, you know.
No, and once it's in and it's full, it's gonna be fine.
I almost think you're. Do you know what size line you're doing for the drain?
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm up to any suggestion. So
I'm almost everyone goes standard like -10. But that's all gravity feed stuff.
Yeah.
I almost think if you're pumping, you might want to make it a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And then, because you obviously don't want air in the system, right?
Right, definitely not. Yeah.
And you look at like your little -3 feed line with a reducer.
Yeah.
Barely putting any oil through that thing.
Right. And once it's in. Like, so the interesting thing is this holds 5 quarts of oil, right? And you're gonna think this is crazy, but I looked into it like multiple times. So we added the spacer, which the spacer is only supposed to add a quart. So I brought 6 quarts with me when we installed it, and we had to wait 24 hours before the seal was all dry and we put the oil in. So I came back the next day, and my buddy's like, "Hey, buy another quart of oil, you're low." So okay, so I bought another quart. We filled it up, still half on the dipstick.
Oh shit.
And I mean, like, we made sure it was all perfect, and I got another quart, and I ran it for a couple of days, checked again, half quart. It's like, all right, there's 8 quarts of oil in this right now, and it's perfect. So
that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but factory recommends 5, and then Z1 says that the spacer only adds a quart. So it was just interesting that it actually adds 3. So but yeah,
probably get away low, right? Because you know. Yeah,
that's fine. Let's talk about the exhaust again really quick. Okay. So the exhaust is going to come out, and you know, if you could repair the flex section, if that's the first thing you could do, that would be great, because then I can just get it up for sale, and I can get it out of your hair. I can get some money to put towards you at the end. I'm not worried about it, but you know, it would be nice to have a little chunk of change for you. And what I'd like to do is, I don't know how it is going to end up sitting, but I imagine it in my brain to be sitting offset to the driver's side a little bit, and then the intake, I'm very easy to work with on this, but if we could somehow route the intake up a little bit, so instead of it hanging like right here, and somehow like tuck it up, like maybe here under the light or something.
Intake from the turbo.
Yeah, so like the cold side. Yeah. So I'm fine with like drilling holes here, because they actually sell like the 3-hole whatever. I thought they were kind of ricey, but if it actually serves a purpose, then I'm fine with it. So if we could route, that's another thing I don't have. I don't have a pod filter or anything, so I'm gonna have to write that in, which is
that's easy.
Yeah,
easy enough. I can get those.
Yeah. So, and then the exhaust I'm fine with like one exit here, but so I have a bumper tuck, so you'll laugh when you put this up. These are all just self tappers, just like,
and it
yep, just yeah. Yep. It used to have like plastic supports. I just took those out, screwed them right up, but it really makes it like, you know, you can really see under there, so like pictures and stuff. So if you want to make something look good or something, and you say, hey, you know, that's gonna look good, you can see that. I don't care about looks too much, but you know, this is your handiwork, and if you want to do a little extra and you want to put it there and people can see it.
What size exhaust pipe do you want? Because those are like 4.5, 5-inch tips.
Those are 4.5, 5. So I think the one like 3. I think it's 3.
3 off the turbo.
3 off the turbo. So
let me grab some pieces of pipe so you can get more of an idea.
Yeah, sure.
This is 3-inch.
Yep.
This is 4-inch.
Yeah.
So this is more style points. I think this is probably closer.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
That's like 4.5. But yeah, whatever you want to do for an exhaust tip, I mean, you can. It would be cool to have something kind of fancy, but it's up to you, you know.
I mean, I can see they, you know, Vibrant makes exhaust tips and stuff if you wanted something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the kind of double folded.
Yeah.
Nicer ones.
Yeah.
You can kind of hunt around, look at like exhaust tips, and
I'll take a
send
look.
me something what you think looks good.
Yeah. As long as it's not dead smack in the center, I'm fine with it. Something off-centered is fine. Or if you want, dude, like, I don't really care that much, but it's one of those opportunities where it could be kind of funny if, like, I had a dummy one on that side and just, you know, just not doing anything. But still, I don't really care that much. But yeah, so that's really it. Whatever you want to do in the back here. I think the way I'm picturing it in my head is the turbo on this side and scavenge pump on the right somehow. So if you could mount that somehow, that would be great. And you'll get a lot more room once this is out of here. But like, I don't know if you could, I don't know, there's exhaust hangers here and here, so I don't know if you can utilize that by making like a bar or cross member. I saw somebody do something like that.
Yeah, I think that's
but
the way
whatever
people
you can
do that is they like make a mount for the turbo and then everything kind of hooks up to it.
Yeah, exactly. So one other odd thing, and I think I talked about this, but the test pipes, I want to keep the test pipes and just cut off just lop off the triangle flange and just convert it to a V-band if you could. Because one thing I want to maintain on this is the ease of access, right? So like, it's all going to be V-banded, so you know, if there's a section where we can, you know, take the turbo off real quick, that's awesome. And I think if we put the V-bands right where the test pipes are, then I can drop the transmission if I need to do a clutch or something like that pretty easily, painless, you know. So, and you'll see when you get under there, it's actually pretty straightforward. So
yeah, it'll be like V-band section from headers to somewhere
like, yeah, like there,
pre-axle.
Yep.
Axle.
Yeah.
And then V-band from, you know,
there to the turbo.
Will end up being your Y pipe to the turbo.
Yeah.
Make that one section.
Yeah.
And then just off the turbo from the back.
And then boom.
And then just figure out how to get a charge pipe.
Most people run it up the passenger side, so there should be plenty of room on next to the exhaust coming back. But you know, it doesn't have to look pretty, like I said. You know, if it's just straight pipe, whatever, nobody's gonna look at it.
Yeah,
so
it'll be a pretty 2.5 probably also.
Yeah, probably. It's like probably 2.5 or 2. I can't remember. We talked about it.
If you're trying to make 1,000 horsepower, I'd say like maybe go 3.
Oh no.
2.5 is. It'll be.
Yeah.
Pretty good. It seems like I always tend to undersize stuff when people go way overboard.
I don't care. I got no opinion.
I try to angle for efficiency for power, because then once you start oversizing stuff in turbo systems, stuff starts to get real laggy and like.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want it to keep it crisp. I mean, I know that it's not the smartest setup for, you know, like time attack or whatever, but like honestly, it's just I want to have more fun with the car overall everywhere. So I mean, if it gives me a little bit of an advantage on like a track or a little bit in autocross, that's fine. I'm not like, you know,
it's probably be a detriment in autocross, to be honest.
Probably, but whatever, it'll be fun. Yeah, way more fun. So
you've driven my car, right?
I have not.
Oh.
But I have driven a turbo in Miata. So
if we ever race, grab my car for a fun run.
I will. That would be good.
Just don't shift too hard into second.
I blew a tranny. Like, I'm sorry. Dude, I'm really excited about this. I've never done anything like this, but
I have also never. Well, I know turbos at this point, turbo kits,
sure,
but rear mounts kind of a new world.
I feel like it's a new thing for a lot of people. Like I feel like it's kind of trending over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I want to look at this.
Yeah, take a peeky poo.
I was actually looking for
oh, here you might be looking for that little like a square oil feed bolt, or
no, I was looking for turbo inlet and outlet.
Oh, like So they're all V-banded and stuff. So you already got all the hardware here. My buddy was speaking Chinese to me about like the oil fittings, and make sure you get like the right oil fittings or whatever. I'm sure you know what he's talking about. I don't.
Is that your inlet?
I don't know. I think so.
You should probably run a restrictor.
Yeah. A restrictor for oil flow?
For a precision. Well,
was that the smoking issue you were talking about, like it leaking oil and poofing out, or what?
Yeah. But it's kind of hard because I don't know how much pressure you're gonna have at the end of your 7 foot
yeah
oil feed line.
Yeah.
Generally they run a -3 fitting with like a, I want to say an 062 or an 045 restrictor.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Yeah. Well,
I'll ask. I know smarter people than
me. Get their opinions and we'll find out. Actually, you want to bring this stuff inside? I know this will be outside, but I feel better if this expensive stuff was more inside.
That's probably smart.
Yeah. Don't worry. I did the same thing. Not bad. Alright guys, so we're back at the house. Unfortunately, my battery died when I was at Derek's, but I am super excited about having the car over there and getting worked on. So, like you saw in the video, he's got a lot of other projects going on right now, so I have to patiently wait my turn. Got no problems with that. I got nowhere to go, COVID-19, and I lost my license. If you don't know that story, it's on my channel. You should go check it out. So thank you guys so much for subscribing, and I am super excited about the next steps in this build. I feel like once this part of the journey is done, the rest is gonna move very quickly. So lots more content to come if you want to follow the build. Rear mount turbo setup on an 08 350Z. It has 151,000 miles on it. Am I crazy? I don't know. Is it gonna blow up? Maybe. Who knows? We're gonna find out together. Once it's all on, we're gonna be doing autocross events with it. We're gonna be doing track events. We're gonna get people's reactions. I am super excited for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you on the next video.